So it is correctly called email marketing after all. Email marketing, I had a rant on a previous episode where I was like, it's not called email marketing, it should be called email advertising. That would be a much more appropriate term. But I was thinking today, you know what, actually email marketing does work. It is the most appropriate term. Now, just before we get into that, it's been a big day. It's Valentine's Day here in Australia, and also it is the Super Bowl. So watched a little bit of the highlights, watched the LA Rams get up. Clearly a pretty cool experience for that team, and it's as close to modern day warfare as you can get, although it does seem with Russia having some moves on Ukraine, whether we will see war in our time. It's been a while. I remember as kids seeing the Iraq War and seeing Kuwait getting invaded, all of that stuff. It's been a while though since we had the militaries deployed. It's going to be interesting to see how the US goes, having left a whole bunch of their materials in Afghanistan, just to see what condition they are. Is that a representative of how they are these days, or are they actually still pretty functional? I mean, it's still thought to be the world superpower, but the leaving of all the materials in Afghanistan was a bit odd. It's like, whoa, dude, you're just going to leave a couple of $1 billion worth of weaponry in Afghanistan? What the heck? Anyway, coming back to email marketing, which is a little bit more suitable perhaps, although business traditionally has been seen as fairly aggressive. It has been perhaps not. Perhaps there's two types of business. One is a peacetime business where they're a dominant player, and then there's another type of business where they are under threat, where they're being hammered and have to respond in a aggressive and warlike fashion. So how does this apply to email marketing? Well, as I said, I was like, you know what, let's get clear that this is not email marketing, this is called email advertising. But it's like, you know what, maybe not. You know what, I see, having had the thoughts around marketing being the foundation for all three of the rest of the parts of production in business, so sales and advertising and product fulfillment, that marketing sits as a foundation stone underneath all three of these, that email marketing is exactly the same. And when I had seen email advertising, I'd only seen one piece of the email puzzle, and that was the piece to advertise through email for someone to enter into a sales funnel, a sales experience. But as I've gone along and I've started building out in detail a new webinar, and I've seen that not only is email used to get people into that webinar, but once they are in and they've opted in, there is a series of emails that are coming to that prospect to attend the webinar, and then when they attend, to then buy. And those are not email advertising anymore. They are email sales. They are asking that person who's entered into that webinar experience to proceed to the next step, whether that's to prepare to attend the webinar, or once they've attended, to then buy. That this is a separate experience. The emails are written differently from the ones that are saying, hey, come to this webinar. Once they've stepped into that, then they're going to get a whole new set of emails that are written differently. And this, while it will draw on the marketing that of the entire webinar, it is different. The emails going to the advertising is for email advertising. The emails that go to the sales, we could call email sales. And then what about when they buy? Are we just going to forget about email? No, email at that point, email fulfillment should be a critical part of the customer's experience. They have moved from prospect through to customer, and now email will once again be part of their experience to confirm their purchase, to overcome buyer's remorse, to fill in the gap between when they've purchased and when they first start to experience the product, to train them on how to get the results, to celebrate with them as they get the results, and then to bolster them into being a loyal and raving fan for your business. So while there may be a generalized term called email marketing, it is not common for people to say, oh, hang on, I get email marketing is 3 separate things that build from that marketing piece. That email marketing goes into the email advertising. That email marketing goes into email sales. That email marketing goes into email fulfillment. And just as the entire business game is built from marketing into advertising, sales, and fulfillment, we once again see this subset play out with email. Email marketing going to email advertising, email marketing going to email sales, and email marketing going to email fulfillment. These emails are written differently, but they all draw from the foundation of that marketing. All right, I hope you're seeing some insights here that how you think about these parts of business will have a direct impact on how you succeed. If you mess this up and you write a sales email when it should be an advertising email, then it will not work. You will just not get as good a results as you could. This means that you have lower opt-ins, this means that you have lower sales conversions, and this means that your customers are not as happy as they could or should be. All right, so I wanted to share that with you, that email marketing is a legitimate term, but it breaks down into these 3 more specific areas: email for advertising, email for sales, and email for fulfillment. All right, that's all I got for you today. I hope you're having an awesome day. I'm going to go and enjoy a pretty delicious meal with my wife coming up. We've got some champagne, we've got a lamb roast. It's a celebration for Valentine's Day, and then I got to go watch my son play futsal and hopefully have a win with his team. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for joining in. I hope you got some value from it, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode as we continue this journey into the power of systems to create results. See you then.